It began with a scream, swallowed by the wind on a rain-soaked highway. A sound that would trigger a chase so violent and desperate, it tore open a secret buried for nearly a decade. And as the wipers struggled against the storm that night, no one on the road knew they were about to witness the unraveling of a mystery that had haunted a forgotten town since the summer of 2014, when a boy named Daniel Mercer vanished without a trace. Now, 10 years later, the truth was about to claw its way to the surface as Officer Lena Hart, running on instinct more than information, spotted a battered sedan swerving erratically across the center line, its taillights blinking like distress signals in the dark. And when she flicked on her siren, the driver slammed the accelerator to the floor, launching a pursuit that sliced through back roads, fields, and the trembling memories of a community that had tried for years to move on. Because what Lena didn't know, not yet, was that the driver was Thomas Granger, the last person seen with Daniel Mercer before the boy disappeared. A quiet, soft-spoken mechanic who had lived under a cloud of suspicion but never enough evidence to charge him. And for a decade he blended into the fabric of the town, fixing engines, attending church, offering polite smiles, all while carrying a secret that grew heavier each passing year. As the chase intensified, mud kicking up from rural paths and the storm turning the night into a distorted blur, Lena radioed for backup, but her gut kept her locked in, refusing to let the car vanish the way Daniel had. And when Granger's sedan fishtailed around a sharp bend and crashed into an abandoned barn, the world fell eerily silent, except for the patter of rain on rusted metal. And Lena, weapon drawn, approached with a mix of fear and grim determination, commanding Granger to step out, but instead he stumbled from the car, shaking, clutching a worn duffel bag like a lifeline, whispering, "I didn't mean for any of it," before dropping to his knees. The bag burst open, revealing photographs weathered by time, pictures of Daniel at different ages he never lived to reach, drawings the boy had made, school assignments missing since the day he disappeared, and beneath them, a small, dirt-caked pendant the boy's mother had searched for obsessively, believing if she found it, she'd find him. Lena's breath hitched, because this wasn't just evidence, this was confession made tangible. And as backup units arrived, Granger began to unravel, recounting the night 10 years ago when an argument spiraled into tragedy. How panic drove him not to cruelty but to cowardice, burying the truth beneath lies, fear, and the naive hope that time would dissolve guilt. Yet each year tightened the noose until the weight crushed him. And tonight, when Lena's headlights appeared behind him, he believed fate had come to collect. As officers escorted him away, Lena ventured into the barn, illuminated by flashes of lightning, and in a rotting corner she discovered a shallow grave, disturbed by the crash. A place Granger claimed he visited every year on the anniversary he could never forget, leaving trinkets, letters, and the photographs now scattered through the mud. And though the storm masked her tears, Lena felt the full gravity of what was lost and what was finally found. Because the chase that began with a scream had ended with the truth rising from the ground, giving a grieving mother closure at last, and forcing a town to confront the shadows it had allowed to linger too long. And as dawn broke over the drenched fields, Lena realized that justice isn't always about the punishment. It's about the unveiling, the courage to look at the darkness directly, and the understanding that even a decade-old secret can still bleed when exposed to the light.